Yeah, I
So
do.
when you go to in-person meetings, a lot of times you'll go to a meeting and sit down, and then somebody will raise their hand and say, "Well, I have something I want to talk about. My cat, blah blah blah. My cat knocked over the Christmas tree," and they start in with that. You're like, "Oh well, you know." So we make Friday the day for cats. It's Cat Friday. Cat Friday on Newcomer Slipper Step Workshop. And then you can talk about your cat all you want. And for the dog people, incidentally, we have Dog Thursday. Yeah, Dog Thursday on Thursday. People bring their dogs. And you know what we have on, uh, is it Wednesday? Preston, what do we have on Wednesday? Do you know what we do on Wednesday?
You get to wear sunglasses.
Yeah, Sunglass Wednesday on Wednesday. Some days I get so excited. I like wear sunglasses, bring the cat. That's true. And you know what else it is?
Christmas.
It's Christmas.
Yes.
It is it is so Christmas. And so for that, some days we play. Here it comes. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas everywhere. Can you hear that okay? Take a look at the 5 and 10. Yeah. It's glistening once again with candy canes and silver lanes that glow. You remember this song, right, Jeff? It's beginning to look a lot like
Yeah,
Christmas. Sounds like Rosemary Clooney. George Clooney's probably.
it does. A good catch. Not Johnny Mathis.
No, no.
He did quite a version of it.
Oh, look at Aaron's hat. Aaron has a Christmas hat on. She's in the Christmas tree. We try to play a little happy music here before the death spiral begins in the Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. My life is so horrible. You know, one day coming up soon, we can sing songs. Get everybody in. Do you ever try to get everybody to sing on a Zoom meeting? It's
No,
useless. It doesn't work at all.
it doesn't work okay.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't work. Okay. Hang on for a minute. I have to put a stop to this. Excuse me. There we go. All right. Aaron, I love your background. Oh, thank you. That's the cat. He knocked over the tree. Not really my cat. This looks like Grumpy Cat. Okay. How many people have we lost so far? We kicked out about 10 or 12 Zoom bombers. Then several other people just decided that I've about had it with this. This is not an AA meeting. But for people that are detoxing, it might be kind of fun rather than having us pound on you too much. So today's Friday, and the thing I think we could do. Oh, where is he? Is he still here? The guy from Delaware? Or did he bail? Oh, I scared him off right away. He was like, are you still here? No, he's not here. Sam's here. Okay, so I think what we'll do is we'll just go through some of the things that we're working on, and then we'll read from the book and see where everybody is. So here, Rochelle, good to see you. Hi. What time is it? Is it like 8 o'clock in the morning in Sydney?
10 a.m.
10 a.m. Saturday morning, huh?
It is.
And is it summer still? It's
Yeah, it's
summer.
summer. It's really warm. Yeah.
Perfectly. Oh, wow. Okay. Because we're in the dead of winter here. A few more days, it'll be the shortest day of the year.
I know. I went, as you know, on holidays and came back through Finland, and it was amazing. Like
Uh,
European snow, Christmas, very special.
oh, where? In Europe?
Yeah.
Oh, and is it not so special? Do you just have great whites for Christmas, huh? That attack people on the beach.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Naughty sharks. They'll go jump in the ocean and, take our lives into our own hands.
They
Happily.
get taken, they get taken away. All right, so what are you working? So we haven't seen you in a week or so, but I know you were on vacation in Europe and heard from you there. And how did that all go? Did you did fun with
Yeah,
no?
yeah, it was amazing. And I think, I'm getting well here because if I can go to Dublin for a week and not drink, that's a good thing.
I know. How
Yeah.
many days? How long are you sober now?
74.
74. Okay.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So what's your program consist of now? Like either reading or
So
writing?
I've been working on um, steps 10 and 11 and continuing daily reflections and prayers and things like that. So just got a really good
Are you
routine around
actually
that.
are you reading page
Just
are you reading step 10 on page 84?
yes.
Are you really? Okay, are you so like every day or sometimes or what? I'm just curious.
No, every day, every
Oh,
night.
no kidding.
Yep.
And you're doing the daily reflections.
Hmm.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, amazingly better. Feel very grateful.
Oh yeah, very grateful to not be drinking and not be like all messed up all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah, and have an amazing holiday that you remember it all and you have great experiences. It's a nicer way to live.
Oh, that's good. And you made your ninth step. I'll get to you here later, Ronnie. Don't worry about it. Um, so yeah, so you worked out things with family and everything. You made all
Yep,
your amends,
I did indeed.
and that went well.
Yep,
Do
everyone's
they love
coming home for Christmas,
do
and
they love you now?
they have a much better relationship with me, a sensible one.
You say
As I
sensible?
said, yeah, I told you I'm insane when I drink.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
Look,
I
just
never.
talk rubbish.
Oh yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah. All right. No, that's good. We'd just like to know, was there people in here who were headed up on 4, 5, 6, 7? Um, all right. Hey, listen, really glad you're here. And yeah. So now you're back in Australia for a while.
Yep, for Christmas.
Okay. Well, maybe you'll keep coming. We'll see you. You
Okay,
can be of
I will indeed. I will
be,
indeed.
be of service to other people. All right. Cool. Good. Glad you're here. Uh, Julie, let's call in Julie. Hey, Julie. Good to see you. You have a cat, right, Julie?
Um, Hi,
Or your
Julie
mom?
Alcoholic.
Your mom has. What?
My mom has the cats. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the dogs
Where's the cat now?
in California.
At your mom's house?
Yeah.
Is somebody taking care of him?
Yeah, my sister and her family is.
Oh, they are. They come over and feed the cat.
Yeah. Yeah, and stay sometimes.
Oh, and
Yeah.
stay with him, pet him and stuff. Hmm.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
and
he
you're
looks like that.
he's a tuxedo cat, right?
Yeah, he's a
And
tuxedo.
and his name is Tuxedo.
Right.
Is it like the full name Tuxedo? Here, Tuxedo, come here.
Yeah.
Uh, That's like me naming this cat Kitty. Lady came in the other day. She said, "Well, what's the cat's name?" I said, "Kitty." No, that is not a dumb name, and don't say that in front of him because he'll insult. All right. Are you actually working on anything, or what are you working on?
I'm reading the daily reflections and then I ordered that book. I'm but the Mundus book.
Oh, the Gerald Mundis
Yes.
book, How to Get Out of Debt, Stay Out of Debt, and Live Prosperously. Could you put that up, please, Preston or Lisa? And oh yeah, so start reading that. That's a great book. I have it. It'll really help you with
Yes. It's coming.
well, it'll help you resolve your all the financial things that you're kind of, your estate and everything.
Right.
Because he was a financial planner, so he really understands that. And let's put the title of the book up too. All right, so I put that up for anybody who has financial concerns. This Gerald Mundis was a member of AA, and he wrote this book. And he was also a New York Wall Street financial planner. and he was one of the founders of DA, Debtors Anonymous. And it's an excellent book. DA is also an excellent program. And alcohol, are you gonna put the title of the book up, the name of it? Please,
I think
would
she
you type?
did.
Oh, is it? No, it's not there. Only the link is there, not the title. Could you put the title up, please, Lisa? Yeah, and you can buy it on Amazon. And so for those of you who have big financial problems, this is yeah, there it is. This is an excellent program, an excellent book. DA is also excellent for those of you. A lot of alcoholics have, big financial issues. And what we do is, if we can't deal with them mentally or emotionally or physically in the ninth step, we never deal with them. We just decide not to. We put it on a back burner until they eat us alive. So this guy came up with this program. Let's see here, what do we say? And it's really good. So, all right. And are you still reading and writing? What are you doing in terms of AA stuff?
I do the morning prayer and over my to-do list, and then the evening look back. And the
On
daily
what
reflections.
pages?
Oh gosh, I don't know that offhand.
Why don't you? You should know it.
I know.
Do you read from the book?
No, well, my book's in
Why?
California,
You don't have a
so
book in
I
Colorado?
read it online. I don't have a book in each place.
Well, you should.
I, I
Do you
should,
know?
yeah.
Do you know I have 5 AA books?
Oh,
I do.
I didn't know that. No,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
It's a what?
It's amazing.
It is
Yeah.
amazing. I have I have I have a 1955 version, which was the book when I first came here, they were using the second edition. That's how long I've been coming. Then I have the third edition, I have the fourth edition. Um, and I have a few books that were gifted me. So, honestly, Julie, you can't have too many AA books. Let's ask Jeff what he thinks about that. Jeff's because so Jeff, what do you think about that? You could always have
I
more than
think
one
that's
AA.
right because you tend to give them away. I have the original book, the one with the original one, that they wrote, and I have two of the third. I don't have the fourth right now, but I have the two of the third. One of the third is just one I've shown you that I use most of the time. It's all written and beat up and stuff like that, but it's a wealth. And then I
It,
have As Bill Sees It, a couple of different copies of that,
me too.
and the 12 and 12. I just bought a new 12 and 12 because I had given one away, brand new
Okay.
one. So I got it living sober. They were out of it, so I got to get.
Oh,
I'll get
let's
that.
talk about that giving books away. That's an AA thing. You want to talk about that, please, Jeff?
Well, if you're with Jeff alcoholic, my thinking is if since the steps are so important, the tradition is so important. If someone really seems like they're serious, and they'll, yeah, I would give one away. Now I would have to go out and buy some new ones because the old
Yeah.
ones I've given up. Yeah, I think that's a good idea if the person's serious and if they want to do it.
It's the AA way. We
Yes.
give
Okay.
the big book away. It's what
Okay.
we do here.
Okay.
We share right? We share the program. Julie, how many big books have you given away?
Uh,
I'm talking to
over
Julie.
the years, I really
I'm,
can't count
oh,
them. But I mean,
I'm,
you've just validated that for me. Thank you.
yeah. Oh, no way. I'm asking Julie.
But I can say
Oh, I couldn't hear
none.
you.
Okay, Julie, you haven't given away any. Okay.
No,
Have you
not even
given
to my sister. So
what? Does your sister have a big book?
I'm thinking she has her husband's.
Well, I think maybe you should get her a big book for Christmas and give her
Oh,
one.
she has a big book. It's her husband's.
Okay. And what about, okay, let me ask you another question. Do you have As Bill Sees It?
I don't.
Okay. And do you have Living Sober?
No, I
Okay.
have 12 and 12.
You do have the 12 by 12. That's good. Excellent.
I do.
Good. And do you have daily reflections?
I don't. No. So I
Well,
have the,
here's your next assignment. You ready?
yeah.
Okay, your assignment is get the missing books from this class yourself in the real thing. And then your second part of that assignment is get your sister a copy of the books for our class, just for the hell of it. Just for the hell of
Okay.
it. Okay, and then
Okay.
that'll help encourage her to come to our meeting. Have you invited her to this meeting?
I have.
When's the last time you said, "Hey, I'm going to the newcomer slipper step workshop. Do you want to go?" When's the last time you said that to her?
It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a
What's a
while.
while? A year?
No, probably a couple weeks.
A couple weeks. Well, that's your third assignment. Write
Okay.
this down. Invite my sister to this meeting. Get my sister the books. Get myself the books, and get a Colorado book for Alcoholics Anonymous.
Okay.
And give away books. That's assignment for everybody here. You're talking to somebody about AA, and you say, "Hey, look, I have an A." You should always have an extra book to give away. In AA we give away books. Preston, have you ever heard about that? Pay attention. You ever heard about giving away books? Anybody ever give you a book?
Yeah, I've used to, I'd buy a sponsor. Yeah, I've had people give
You've
me
done it.
books. I've
You've done it.
bought or loaned people books.
You have done it. You know, that's going to score well with God.
Yeah, I'm sure he's keeping tabs on me right now.
He's totally keeping tabs. Oh, there you go. Preston gave that guy we're going to chalk that up. That's an entry point into Foreverland. Where's your cat? Is your cat with you today? Because you know what today is. It's Cat
Oh
Friday.
yeah. He's
Is
over
that
there
cat?
being a cat, not an alcoholic.
Is
So,
that right? What are you working on?
let's see. Preston alcoholic. Well, just in a nutshell, a lot of prayer and meditation, focusing on steps 6 and 7, because, you know, I Cassie's talked about it a lot, but those two
The
steps are
only way you can do
extremely.
6 and 7 is by doing 10 and 11. 10 and 11 are the door openers for 6 and 7. Did you know that?
Yeah. Mhm.
It's the process of undoing the madness that we've been living on. I went to a 6-step group for a year where they talked about they mostly talked about pages 84 through 88 about how was your week going, what did you undo this week, that what are your character defects. They're called our So everybody pay attention to this. Here it comes. They're called our you too, Cassie, you ready? They're called our go-to operating principles. The mind will create operating principles to go to. It's part of the defective thinking mechanism. Alcoholics have defective rationalization, defective thinking. We really instill it and we solidify it through drinking, because drinking makes complete insane behavior normal. So we sober up, we still have this insane thinking and justifications, and then our mind will go to it. So I'm sober. I used to fight, and now I get sober, but I'm not drinking. And somebody says something to me, my instinct is to hit them. But that's not right. But it's the way I've always been, so I'll do it anyway. So we have to unlearn that. Or stealing, cheating, lying. It just doesn't go away. You get sober and then everything, oh, I'm good now, I'm sober. No, we have no pattern. We actually have no pattern, no way to live. And there's all sorts of acting out that we can do. So I really kind of like that, the fact that you're you're actually digging headlong into that. We have to change. So sometimes you'll hear me say, I want you to create a new rule. Then what the new rule is, it's a new operating principle, because the mind goes to the mind. The purpose of the mind is to protect the self. There's a difference between the mind and the brain. The brain is the 7.5 pound, organ that exists inside your head. The mind is, there's a lot of discussion and question. You could always look up, you guys might do a search on what is the mind. The mind exists out here. It's it's our thinking process. It's not it's not like inside your head. It's the way we are. And then there's this thing called the universal mind. So, like when Hitler took over Europe and Mussolini and Stalin and Hitler were murdering people and all these people were killing everybody, it was the universal mind. There was this thought around fascism that let's kill everybody, and everybody followed along. They all got better known as brainwashed or mind washed. So at the end of World War II, the United States government, with all of its, and Europe too, all of its psychiatrists and doctors and psychologists, set up deprogramming camps all over Europe and all over Japan to show people how to teach people how not to be Nazis, how not to be fascists, how not to be murderous thugs. And they would always say this about the United States. Well, we never fell into that whole mind. So when that mind thought. So when Bill Wilson and the first 100 AAs wrote this book between 1932 and 1939, they were well aware that the rest of the world was going mad. And so they wrote about how to stay sane and how to really look at your thinking, and how to fix um, defective thinking. And there's some thought about that right now. If you look at the news or read what's going on, there's some thought about how do we deprogram all of these people that have gone somewhat crazy right now in this country. And there's a great concern that that mindful thought will become universal and sweep over people. In Alcoholics Anonymous, we have this 12-step program. We have these 12 steps, these principles, so that it keeps us from becoming brainwashed by political and religious movements. So when Preston, you talk about the sixth step or anybody else, it's big. It's bigger than all of that. Over to Cassie. How'd you like that? Can you talk, or if it's bath time, I'll leave you
I
alone.
can talk, but there's someone else talking too.
Okay. Well, go ahead. Yeah. Did your computer? I think you froze up. Well, that's it. Your computer took over your mind and made a decision based on that. Jeff, what do you think about what I just said? Let's see if he even agrees.
Jeff, alcoholics, absolutely. Because, especially when people have been in cults, I was fortunate enough to, my wife had been in a cult, and you have to be, before she came into AA, and you have to be deprogrammed. You learn that these cults really are very, very dangerous. Another thing too that relates to the program, I've been fortunate enough to be in meetings where people just a little bit younger, maybe my age, have come from Germany and they've gotten sober here, or they came to Germany after the war. They said right after the war, he said the gangs ruled the streets. In other words, what you do, you go outside, the gangs would shake down the homes. So the kid would go out and he'd have to get some money from you have to bring some money from the family to give to the gangs. He said it was terrible because it was just that thuggery was going around. And he said it took a long time to get over that. Speaking to what you said.
Yeah, it's when okay, good. So we're gonna keep moving here. Excuse me for a second. So Ron, you're getting ready to do the fifth step, huh?
Yeah, Ron and I are gonna be in the
Yes,
breakout room. You want to
we're
do it today?
Oh,
do it
well, we
today.
missed
Yeah,
it.
we're good. We got it. We're good.
We missed the window. So we need to probably do that tomorrow. But you need to remind me early, Ron. You have to say, somebody has to say, hey, Jan, we are,
Well, I
we need
hate to interrupt you when you're on a roll.
well, you could raise your hand or somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Because I'm thinking about for the first 20 minutes, I was thinking about all the idiot Zoom bombers. So, but we'll do it tomorrow. But raise your hand. Send me a text. Jen, supposed to do my fifth step. That's your
Okay.
responsibility.
Okay.
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 But fifth step tomorrow. And it'll be fine.
Right.
Okay,
And
so
I'm
good
trying to be
luck.
here right on time. I got to be somewhere, but I can be back here. Yeah.
Well, so are you
Yeah. Let's
not
do it.
coming?
We're gonna do it tomorrow. Yeah. I'm ready.
Oh,
We're ready to go.
all right, all right, all right. Let me know. Hey, hey Emily, how are you? So you're here, and what are you working on? Hi, how are you? Hello, are you there? Can you unmute? Can't hear you, kid.
There. Sorry, it wasn't letting me unmute.
Okay.
I was just sitting here reading back. I have notes from all my classes
Oh yeah.
on here, and I was just
Oh my God,
reading
no.
how I wrote. I reported back to this was on November 13th. I reported back to Jan on what I came up with for my first half of step one. Wow, that was hard, but also very cathartic.
Good.
It's hard.
Uh,
It's crazy to look back on how much has happened in just a month and a half.
4 months it says. Yeah. Okay. Good. And that's good. So you're working every day. You're working hard every day. Huh? Well, that's
Yes.
good. That's good to know. Yeah.
And my
All
daughter's
right.
home from college. I'm gonna have a talk with her.
About.
Mom being an alcoholic.
Oh, are you? Okay. You're gonna do some kind of a little ninth step with her.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah. Sort of lay it out first. I always like to say, and you can send me an email on that. This is what I'm thinking of saying. These are then if you sometimes people they they jump off a cliff when they do this, and they not that you would do it, but some people will just get right into telling their ex-husband or their kids, what a bunch of bums they are. And that
No, I've
defeats
got
the
plenty of time. She's home for several weeks.
all right, all right. Okay, good. Uh Perfect. Excuse me, everybody. Where the hell are we here? Oh, here we go. Hey, Jason, how's it going? You're in your fourth step too, huh? You're almost done with it, right?
Yep, I'm in my fourth step. I think I've gone as far as I can.
Okay, so you're ready to do a fifth step too.
Yes.
Also, all right. Well, that's good. So we'll set that up in a day or two. Maybe we can have Jeff and one person do it with you in let me look at this here. I had somebody sent me a note on what we were doing. I shouldn't depend on my memory because I can't remember shit. Let's see, what's this thing say? All right, hang on here for a second. So, did Bryce and Alberta come back? No. Meredith, uh, let's see. Steph, she go back? No. Luis, he's not here. Jason, is Jason here?
Right.
What? Oh, Jason, there you are talking to you.
We're talking.
Okay, I know. Oh, that's okay. So, is he naming? Naming, are you here somewhere? I knew you were here. Ronnie, just put your hand down. I'll get to you. We don't raise hands in here. It's just you cannot move a video while. Okay.
Just tell Ron to raise his hand.
What's that? Keeps raising his hand. He's new. Just don't raise your hand in here, or I'm inclined to kick people out because I think they're a Zoom bomber. Okay, where is? There you are. So Naaman, you read. That's it, and you've been paying attention to the fourth step instruction that we've given other people, and
Yeah.
you've started writing your fourth step right now, correct?
Name an alcoholic. That's correct. I've got an advantage. I've been watching that over the last week. Quite a few people going through that, including
Perfect.
Jason and Joe and them.
Okay, that's perfect. Keep working on it. Just
Okay.
keep doing it.
I have a worksheet thing that's helping me get through it for now until.
Until nothing. So
Right.
you're doing
Through it.
you know, there is no until. Jim Morrison wrote a book about that called "No One Gets Out of Here Alive," and then he also wrote a song called "The End." This is the end.
And my friend. Yes.
It's like it's a very sad song. Okay. Yeah, a lot of alcoholics know it well. I'm like, what? Why do you listen to that? Because you know, alcoholism is indirect suicide. Okay, so keep working on that as long as you have the 5 columns. 6. So you have who are the resentments against, the cause, what it affects in me, what my part was, and what my fears are. And then my general fears and general perpetrations against other people. All right. Okay, so you're good?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Let's see if we can find
Thank
this. This is the End by the Doors. Not exactly James Taylor. I used to work in a newspaper office in London, and they would play this album every single day in the office over and over. This is the end, my only friend, the end of my elaborate plans, the end. Well, the unfortunate part is Jim actually followed through with it, died in Paris in a bathtub, alcohol. But then we, of course, are reborn on page 63. It changes everything here. Let's see, where the hell are we? Who else is working on what? Oh, I'm sorry. Sam, there you are. How's it going? You're coming tomorrow, huh, for our workshop.
I
on,
am indeed. How you doing, Jan?
You're going to be here tomorrow morning, tomorrow
Yes,
afternoon
I
at
am.
5 for the
5 o'clock Eastern time. Yep.
for the workshop on how to do Zoom meetings and greet.
Mm-hmm.
And then Lisa's coming to that. Julie, you can come 5 o'clock tomorrow. Get in here. That could be your 4th assignment. You wanted to do classroom work. Julie's going to be busy ordering on Amazon.
Okay, 5 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah,
I think
right.
you can do that.
No, it's actually 3 o'clock for you.
Oh,
For
okay.
East Coasters, 5 o'clock, 3 o'clock for you.
Okay.
Aaron, you're going to be here for that. Lisa, you're going to be here for that. All right, that's good. And Sam's going to be here. Good, Sam. Perfect. Perfect. Let me say, hey, Rebecca, hi, you're driving in your car. Oh, you're going to be here for that too tomorrow, huh? This one is really, you're the one who got this started. She's driving
Yep,
with her
I'll be
cat.
here. They're past, but they were tuxedos, black and white.
Oh, no kidding. Best
All the
ever.
way from St. Kitts. I adopted them.
Is that where they emanate from? They're from there?
Yeah, but they're long gone. I mean, one lived till 21.
Oh, yeah.
And they look just like kitties, so maybe kitties are the reincarnation of
Well, he is, yeah.
right?
Okay.
So, yeah.
And so
So,
how are you doing? Good. Are you coming home from work?
yeah, yeah. Good day. Doing 10, 11, 12. And again, thank you so much for tying in again 6 and 7, because I agree. I think that's so important. I think Bill W. kind of doesn't pay much homage to it in the book, but it's kind of like, here we are, let's
Yes.
rid ourselves of it, but it stays and it's working it all the time.
He was getting to it. He was
Yeah.
getting to it. And I mean, he was even meeting with Carl Jung, the Vienna psychiatrist, who they would write back and forth. But the problem was, Bill Wilson talks about how he was overly depressed. Carl Jung was going mad. Carl Jung actually goes mad at the end of his life, and he writes like 8 books about his own madness. So he wasn't doing great. Now, I, on the other hand, seemed to get better toward the end of my life. Well, what is that about? That's because I'm not like Carl Jung. You know, yeah. And also, I think we've really come a long way in understanding the human mind and what's going on, and understanding addiction and how to we realize that if we change our behavior changes brain chemistry. Did you know that?
Absolutely.
And
I
then
believe.
there's something else that goes on too. There's all sorts of medical research going on right now in brain chemistry, and there are oh, there's that cat. Ron's cat. So Preston must have got pissed off and left. But there's a lot you can take certain things for brain chemistry. It gets mixed up with psychiatry, and I'm not talking about mind altering antidepressants either. I'm talking about certain types of brain chemistry. Like I took amino acids for a while, prescribed by a doctor to help. It speeds up your process getting better. It's kind of interesting. So we're willing to delve into that kind of work here. Julie, are you doing some of that yourself right now or not? In terms of psychiatrist, brain chemistry stuff or not?
Like therapy?
Well, not like talk therapy, but like brain chemistry.
Well,
No, you
I
don't know
do
what I'm
take
talking about.
antidepressants, but I'm not sure that's what you're talking about.
No, I'm not. I'm talking about something that actually, okay, here it is. The uh the essential parts of the brain are we have um these things called synapses and neuroregulators. Synapses fire um, impressions into the brain, want it to do things or think things. With the alcoholic, uh, our brain chemistry is off. So with synapses and neuroregulators fire, they look like this. They they connect normally. With the alcoholic, they bang into each other, and we get missteps all over the place. When the alcoholic drinks or takes something like Valium, it gives the illusion that the neuroregulators and synapses are engaged properly, so you feel normal, but then you become extremely addicted. What's going on in brain chemistry with amino acids and more is it actually changes the synapses and neuroregulators so they grow. It's almost like when you have a stroke and you train the body and then the nervous system to grow nerve pathways. That's what the latest in brain chemistry for alcoholics and addicts is doing right now. It will changes your actual brain chemistry so that the brain functions normally. It's not a cure for addiction, but it sure helps you out in steps 6, 7, 8, 9. And it's why I'm doing so much better because my neuroregulators and synapses are firing. probably only took 46 years. If you can speed the process up with the right psychiatrist, you might look into it. There are some centers for it, like in Kansas, and there's some pretty advanced work going on over the past 20 years. And here in Boulder, I was kind of at the forefront of that. I was studying it and reporting on it, did a radio program about it, and interviewed a lot of people, talked to doctors that were doing it, did it myself. Didn't have any side effects. The only side effects were like, look at me now. I mean, I bring a stuffed cat to an AA meeting. I can see that. Right, you sure do. And you're listening to Jim Morris, and it's like, yeah, that's healthy, right there, just before Christmas. Let's. Okay. Who else? Where is So, hey, Chikaha, you're back here with us on it's your second day here, isn't it? How have you enjoyed today's meeting?
Oh, today is my second day back at this newcomers meeting, and I love it.
Okay, good. Well, keep coming, and we'll put you to work on your fifth day. Daryl, same thing with you. Come here for 5 days in a row if you like it, and we'll put you to work. How have you enjoyed today's meeting?
I'll be here.
All right. Okay, good. Yeah, just come and we'll put you to work. All right.
Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent. Did I get to everybody? Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't talk to Aaron, the only other person with a
Hello.
Christmas hat. So, how did you like today's meeting?
I liked it a lot. I didn't like the Zoom bombers, but I liked everything else. It was great.
Yeah,
That
that's why
cat,
yeah.
the cat
Try to
behind you
get
is crazy.
I tried to get rid of them early. Only one got through, which is unfortunate. But you know, everybody else, I could just spot them. Once a few of them show up and they realize, oh, we have a group, they're organized, and then anybody that looks wrong, I just kick them out before I even give them a chance to say anything.
Well, good job.
Hey, thanks. And okay, so we're good. You want to read the promises? Do you have them there, perchance? I think I got everybody.
Sure. My name is Erin, and I am an alcoholic, and these are the promises. If we are painstaking about this phase of our development, we'll be amazed before we are halfway through. We are going to know a new freedom and a new happiness. We will not regret the past nor wish to shut the door on it. We will comprehend the word serenity, and we will know peace. No matter how far down the scale we have gone, we will see how our experience can benefit others. That feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. Self-seeking will slip away. Our whole attitude and outlook on life will change. Fear of people and economic insecurity will leave us. We will intuitively know how to handle situations which used to baffle us. We will suddenly realize that God is doing for us what we could not do for ourselves. Are these extravagant promises? We think not. They are being fulfilled among us, sometimes quickly, sometimes slowly. They will always materialize if we work for them.
Thank you. So, those of you who feel like you have some, big mental health issues, or, feel like your brain is not operating correctly, that's good and it's normal. But you can also look up, brain chemistry therapy for alcoholics or addicts. Um, or something like fixing the neuroregulators and synapses for alcoholics. You can look up amino acid therapy. You can look up the Kansas, um, Therapy Center for Addicts. There's a lot of work that's been going on over the past 20 years. And in this meeting, we will talk about it. I went to groups on all of this stuff and did it. And we're not talking about what I consider really dangerous types of applications, such as taking LSD and mushrooms and all of that. Um, it's like, forget it. Because it alters your mind. Brain chemistry applications don't set you off. You know, they don't make you high. They don't anything. They help. They heal the brain. And there's a lot of thought around nutrition. So, you know, you'll see me bring up these kinds of things. Like I'll often say, well, if you're feeling kind of rough or upset, I'll bring up, I brought up these teas the other day. Okay, here's one, chamomile, really known to help settle people down and make you feel a lot better. And it's made here by the famous Celestial Seasonings, you know, hippie tea bag company that is the best herbal tea company in the world. Chamomile, and then peppermint, really good for, you know, digestion. And then sometimes you take them together before you go to bed. Chamomile and peppermint. I think they sell it down in Kentucky, but you have a whole bunch of herbalist type people down there, don't you? In Kentucky, right?
What kind of herbs?
Chamomile, yeah, peppermint. Don't people grow and pick herbs in Kentucky?
Well, they're homegrown, but not.
Yeah, there you.
I didn't know we had peppermint, but
Or you can buy it in the store.
oh yeah, I would assume yes.
All right, all right. Okay, here comes the Serenity Prayer. I can't tell, Jeff, are you trying to talk? Are you talking on the phone? I don't know, he's talking to himself. Okay, here we go. God, I love Erin. She just cracks up at everything I say. She's just like, you are such an idiot, but I like you. Okay. God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage to change the things I can, wisdom to know the difference. So this meeting is officially over. And yeah, we if you have any questions or comments, questions about AA or this meeting, you can ask away, and we really don't care about your comments. Okay, so we're good. How you doing there, Jeff? You all right? We went deep tonight, Jeff. I thought so. I love the fact that Rachel comes here from Raquel, which is from Sydney, Australia. It's like Saturday morning there. And here it is, Friday night here. It's pretty exciting, Rachel. Yeah, they can't hear you.
Yeah, it's good. I can hear you.
Yeah, okay, good. Jeff, how about you? Are you good? You enjoyed today's meeting, but you're muted, Jeff. I don't know if you're trying to talk to. Are you on the phone? He looks like he's on the phone. There he is. Are you on the phone, Jeff?
Yeah, Jeff, I'll call. Yes, I am. I got the other meeting to go to, but I'll be out here tomorrow.
Okay, no problem. All right, Sally in California. We didn't talk to you, did we, at all? How did you like today's meeting, Sally? Oh, Rachel, I've missed you.
Being a maniac. No, I've missed you